Hello, welcome to another episode of the To Be Heard podcast. My name is Leo Delgado. I want to thank Siva Industries, Siva Truck, for allowing us to use their space for some of the podcasts that we've recorded. We are very thankful for them, for them allowing us to use their space. Today's episode is focused on the Afghan people and making a difference in that community. Being that you see what's going on in the news media right now with Ukraine, and we saw stuff going on with now Israel, we just want to make sure that we highlight some of the work that's being done for the Afghan people that also went through that some years back. And today my guest knows all about being in that situation. I'm going to go ahead and allow him to introduce himself, please.
Good morning, Mr. Louis. How are you doing today? My name is Mirwais Jawid. I am one of the ambassador for Second Story.
Awesome. How long have you been an ambassador for?
Well, I've been working for almost a year now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey from then to now.
Well, I used to be an interpreter in Afghanistan, and like I said, I left Afghanistan in 15 August, like the rest of Afghan refugees who left Afghanistan.
Okay.
And escaped from Afghanistan and came to United States.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us, I mean, how was that journey to go from what was going on out there in Afghanistan and...
Well, it wasn't easy. We've been through a lot of tough situation. When I came here, it was culturally shocked, emotionally, it was tough time, and not easy to leave everything behind and start life again from scratch and build your life. It was an easy journey, but thank God we're in a safe country, and that's pretty good.
That's awesome. And not only that, but now that you were a part of that situation, right? You were a part of the people trying to survive that. Now you are on the other side now, where you're helping others
Right.
survive what's been going on with, trying to restart a life here as an Afghan refugee. You've done some great work for the community. We've worked together on some projects that when it comes to distributions and other ways of helping the Afghan community. I know that it was an awesome experience for me. I can only imagine for you being from Afghanistan and pretty much being the people. Now you're on the other side. I mean,
Correct.
explain that now. Me being.
Well, I'm really happy working with you guys, and I've been working with some other companies also trying to help Afghan refugees. Like I said, there is a lot of Afghan refugees that they're like in 8 military bases right now, and 10,000 Afghan refugees has been released, and they're here in America, and they start a new life. And I've been linked with other companies trying to help these Afghan refugees, and you guys doing really great job, and a lot of Afghans are really happy, and all the time they're asking me like when they're coming back and why they're not coming back soon, because once in a month is not enough. So I want other companies or your companies to keep more coming and help these Afghan refugees, and they are really in need,
Well, the resources are still needed. I think that, that's why I do these podcasts, because, we want to hear from people that need the resources and people that are the resources. And so it's important that people know out there as we do these podcasts that it's, people need help out there, especially when they're, coming in from a different country, like people from Afghanistan. Tell us a little bit more about your mission. What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, my mission is, like I told you, I've been through this life before. I know how tough it is when you come to a new country and start everything from scratch. It's not easy, so I'm trying to make it smoother for those Afghans, to make it facilitated for them, to make it easy for them, and.
No, and trust me, I know these folks definitely appreciate it. It's tough out here. I mean, we see what's going on with the economy. Everything's expensive. Everything is, it's affecting everybody around, not just in the United States, but around the world.
Right.
So I can only imagine, them struggling, but also being humble too, because they're, the little things that we take for granted are
Right.
things that they're really appreciative of.
They are. They are really happy what you guys doing for them.
Yeah, and you know, for us, that's what we do. You know, that's
Right.
what we're trying to do is help those and make sure that they're in better positions in life.
Correct.
To make sure that they're in a situation where it is a little bit at ease for them. I mean, I think that that's what resources are for, to kind of catapult those individuals that need the help and resources to get them at least to somewhat a normal lifestyle or a normal way of living. You know, I mean,
Correct.
it's
Correct.
you know,
Correct. It takes time, you know, to stand on their feet. So at least 1 or 2 years, it takes time until all these Afghan stand on their feet and get the job. And you know, it's difficult for the at the beginning.
definitely. I mean, that's why, you know, I definitely want to highlight that work that you've done because, you know, you're a part of the solution and not the problem. I mean, you want to help. That's why you are an ambassador for the Second Story organization,
Correct.
to let organizations know that your experience will help those that are coming in that need help and resources. I mean, you know you're the inside track because you know what it's like. You know what you've been through. I mean, you can relate with the folks that are coming in.
Correct. That's true.
You know.
That's exactly true.
You know, and I just want to say thank you too because I mean, like I mentioned earlier, we've done some work together
You're
and
welcome.
we've served 300 or 400 families side by side, and you know, you still are seeking resources yourself because you know you yourself are still trying to, you know, come up in life and make more money, provide, be a better provider,
Correct.
be there for your family as well on top of helping other families.
Correct.
You know, and so, you know, it's awesome. I think it's great that we don't turn our backs on people.
No.
You know, and that people know that they can come and get those resources and come and get help, no matter if it's a food pantry or medical resources
Right.
or
Right.
you know, any type of resources that's needed. But that's the thing. A lot of folks don't have access, and I think it's important for us to expose them to that access and to say,
you have to explain for people like these are sources that in America exist to help you know, your life make easy. For example,
Mhm.
like in Afghanistan you have to be 7 years to go
Yeah.
to school, but here they have Head Start.
Yep.
Nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
A lot of countries don't know about
Exactly,
it. Like
exactly.
there's a lot of place in America you have to teach them, train them, you know, that there's sources existed. That makes it easy. Like if your kids are 3 years, 2 years go to Head Start, so mom is free, she has time
Exactly.
to study, you know, at least go to ESL
Exactly.
and study English. Husband, you know, have time to go to work and not,
Mhm.
you know, worry about their kids.
Exactly.
They're in a safe
Yeah.
school, safe
Yeah.
preschool, you know.
Yeah.
So these are the sources a lot of people doesn't know about it, that there exist, but there's a
Mhm.
lot of good sources exist.
Mhm.
We have to teach them, train them, tell them that these are the things that exist in America to make your life facilitated, make
Exactly,
it easy.
exactly. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from it is that, you know,
Right.
people have an opportunity for a higher education.
Correct.
You know, I mean, working hard. I mean, that's for any culture or any background, as long as you work hard and you know, you believe in the work that you're putting in and getting and seeking those resources that are needed. I think that's important. You know, I want to thank you, first of all, for
Welcome.
coming out today to share your experience
I'm
and,
really
and the
glad
great
to be
work
here.
that you've done. I mean, we're glad to have you here on this podcast because I think it's important that people need to
Oh,
hear these experiences. And you know, to the folks out there, you know, we're working on trying to make sure that we help those in need, no matter what background they're coming from or whatever countries they're coming from. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me. That's why I do these podcasts, because I think it's about resources. I think it's important to share. It's important to have that
Yeah.
people are aware that there is help out there, that you're not in this
Yes.
alone. I want to thank my guest today, Mirwais, for coming out and the great work that you're doing. Continue
Appreciate
that wonderful work that you do. Thank you so much for coming out today.
My pleasure to be here.
You know, we're hoping that, you know, folks watch this podcast to just kind of understand where people are coming from and understand that at the end of the day, resources exist for these reasons because people need the help. So again, I want to thank Mirwais for coming out today. I want to thank folks for their time to listen to this podcast. The resources are out there. Please get out there. You're not alone in this. The help is out there. Seek those resources. Thank you. Take care, everyone, and thank you for being a part of the To Be Heard podcast. Have a great day.